I'm Lottie.
And I'm George.
We've been back open for a whole month now and you join us on a beautiful late spring day.
Welcome to Matlock Farm Park. So I'm here with Waverley, one of our Shire horses, and she's 3.5 years old, and today is a very special day because she is going to be ridden for the first time, and that is what we call breaking in, and we're going to be able to see that in a bit. But for now, we're going to be heading over to Kate to see what she is doing with our little explorers.
So Little Explorers meet every Wednesday at 11:30. It's always a free activity that anyone can join in with. So this week we are meeting and we are looking at worms. So what worms do for us, how fantastic they are, and then we are going to make our own wormery that children can take home with them. There we are. We are going to head over. We're going to learn all about worms and how super fantastic they are. And then you guys are going to make your own wormery that you can take home and watch what worms do. So we are going to help our worms. We're going to make them their own home. Okay. We're going to put a layer of soil, then some sand, then some more soil and some more sand on top. Okay, now on top we need to give the worms something to eat. So when you think you've got enough food, our next job is to keep it nice and dark. Because worms, when they live underground, it's nice and dark. So we're going to wrap a piece of paper around your cup and then put an elastic band around it to hold it in place. Job, we're going to pop a lid on so that if we do drop it as we're heading over, it's not going to go everywhere, we're not going to lose it. We're going to head over to our nature garden to find some nice wiggly worms. So are we ready? So keep an eagle eye out for these worms. Yeah. So we'll see if we can spot 3 super worms each, shall we?
Do you see any more?
You go and put them back in the garden so they can do a good job for your plants in your garden. Okay.
Let's get those super worms quickly before they wiggle off. Mummy, get them.
Now, one of my favourite times at Matlock Farm Park is when we're running our parent and toddler coffee morning deal, which is a brilliant value offer where 1 adult and up to 2 preschool children can come into the farm park at a greatly reduced price. The best thing is as well, you get a free hot drink. Cheers, Reg.
I think after the year we've had, it was just a perfect location to have some time away from kind of everything that we've, all the struggles and all the stress we've been through this year.
Well, it's fantastic value for money, great day out, love being outside in the fresh air.
Yeah, so coming up to the Peak District from Surrey, and it looks like a really good day out, lots of good fun for the kids.
But it's nice also for her to see all the other kids and run around with the other kids.
Especially during lockdown,
and
not to see so many kids now be a bit freer with it, it's brilliant. Yeah.
She was feeding the animals, doesn't she? Hugging them. She just
loves
loves animals.
Yeah, so it's
and
just a perfect place.
There's such a great variety of animals as well, there's all sorts to look at.
It's the fact you can get hold of them and feed them and have the whole interaction with them as well. It's not just like going somewhere and looking at them, you can actually get involved with them as well.
And even at Ben's age, he's only 1, and to see him like point out animals and smile and enjoy kind of seeing all the different animals, so they're both entertained really, aren't they?
You can spend the day here really.
Yeah. You like it, Sophie?
The park and the animals.
The park and the animals. I think you like the big pillow, don't you? You could spend all day jumping on that pillow, bouncing your brother up and down.
when I finished college, I was doing an animal course and straight away wanted to get into something with animals, something a bit more individual, a bit unique. So I thought a farm park's a brilliant place. We've got such a variety of animals here and it's so fun. So at college for me, I did my level 3 in animal management. I've always loved animals ever since I was little. I wanted to be a vet and then a zookeeper, and I'm just sort of working my way through the aspirations. We did so much work with the animals, going to different zoos, different aquariums, farm parks. There was a trip to South Africa, which was brilliant. And I think working with them is just so unique because every animal's different. They've each got their own behaviours and their own personalities, and I think that's just incredible to be able to be a part of. So in the morning I get here and straight away feed all the animals in the small animal barn. So that's all of our rabbits, guinea pigs, ferrets, the skunk, which is always entertaining. So I go around, feed all of those, and then the majority of the time I'm on events. So that's obviously doing your animal handling, your meerkat talks, wallaby walks, and then occasionally I get put on farm, which is taking care of all the other animals. So your hay nets and feeding and just checking that all the animals are healthy and happy, and helping the public out with them as well. I think the favourite bit is probably seeing how the public responds to it. Little kids, when they see a little rabbit in their lap, is just the best thing in the world. They're all so excited and their faces light up, and I think they get a chance to see animals that they wouldn't normally, and it helps them overcome those fears and meet new creatures, and sometimes they end up getting them themselves. So I think that's really important to help give them that chance, and yeah, that's probably my favourite bit. I think Matlock's important because it's got such a variety. I think the way that it's set out, the way that we allow people to do things and the chances that we've got here, I think they just make it a really important place to be. People come and they do things that they've never seen before, never done before, and I think I haven't seen many places that do that.
As you may have already seen, we always try and improve things at the farm park as often as we can. And this year already we've done things like the jumping pillow, we've done the outdoor animal handling area, heated, covered eating areas too, lots of paths, lots of great new drainage, car park improvements, and now we're ready for our next phase of improvement, and that's right here in our 13-acre field. So in here we're going to be having new facilities for the visitors and for the animals to improve things for them too. We can't say too much about what's going on yet, we want a few surprises for you, but the first thing we have to do is get the paths down and get the fencing right as well. So we're just going to go over and meet our fencer extraordinaire, James, see how he's getting on. So James, tell us a bit about what you're doing today.
At the moment we're in the process of getting this junction installed, so this will be where the public come down into this new area that they're establishing. So this junction will be the funnel really, so it's nice with curved rails, just make a bit of a feature, draw people in. So basic process for us, with that machine behind me, we'll punch a hole into the ground with that rock spike, so that hopefully smashes through any stone and obstacles under the surface. Then we'll put our stake in the hole, line it up with a spirit level, knock it down to the required height, and then with this we work along, and basically this is just by eye.
Since we've reopened since lockdown, we've been really blown away by all the support that we've had from our visitors, and it's really given us the confidence to want to reinvest in the future for Matlock Farm Park. So we've got some really exciting things coming up.
Hi, so we're here today at our horse riding arena with Waverley, our huge Shire horse. George mentioned earlier that today's a massive day for Waverley. So today will be the first time somebody gets on her. So she's working away so far. She's in the arena now with Kirsty, our horse riding manager, that's lunging her. So lunging we do with younger horses, and that gets them used to balance, it gets their rhythm, it gets them working on both reins, and also gets them used to voice commands, which is really important in a Shire horse. She would do this normally without a saddle on, she'd just be doing it going around in the circle. We've progressed her to the next stage, which is where she's got the saddle on her back now. She's working round, she's working nicely. She'll do this in both directions. And the next stage for her now, we've been doing this for a couple of months. The next stage for her is that we're actually going to get someone onto her back for the very, very first time, which is a huge thing. So what we're going to do today is get somebody onto her back, get her working, and that'll be on a lead rein, just to start off with. It's something she's never done before. Right then, Waverley's all warmed up and ready to go. Who's going to be the first person to ride her?
I guess it's me then, eh? So a little bit about Shire horses is that they are a draft horse, which means that they are a large horse. Shire horses were used a lot for pulling when it came to agriculture, for ploughing. Not only that, for moving very heavy stuff because they're very strong. But when a lot of machinery came around in the 1950s, a lot of farm machinery, a lot of shires, the population went down dramatically. So they went from around 1 million all the way down to around 1,500. So that is where it is around now, okay? So these guys are actually endangered now.
Excellent, so here we are. So the huge moment, we're going to get somebody on Waverley's back for the very, very first time. So what we're going to do to start off with, I'm just going to pop George up onto the step, and we're just going to put a little bit of pressure onto her back just by pushing down, just to make sure she's not too skitty with the response, and then we're good to get on her. Okay, so George, if you want to step up. Excellent, then it's just going to push down and apply some pressure onto her back, and actually she's not really responded to that at all. Are we good to go, George?
Yeah, I think so.
Excellent. So what George is going to do is going to pop his foot into this stirrup and pop his leg over. I'm going to go around the other side just to hold his stirrup so there's not too much pressure on Waverley's back to start off with.
Are we ready, girl? Are we ready?
When you're ready, George.
How good was that, eh? Good girl. She didn't even flinch.
Excellent.
It's tall up here.
You alright?
Yeah. Long way down.
Do you want to go for a walk?
Slowly, please. Yeah, we ready?
Yep.
Oh, well done, Waverley.
How do you think that went, George?
That went better than what we expected.
Much better than we expected, absolutely.
We didn't expect her to get off the lead today.
Excellent.
But she was just so good. She felt so comfortable, really. She didn't really, she wasn't bothered by anything.
She felt fairly relaxed, I guess.
Oh, so fantastic to see.
The next stage for us now is to kind of work on building her through her paces, getting her used to voice commands, working with us, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, she'll be ready for the public.
Yeah.
How's your day been then, George?
Yeah, very well, thank you. I rode a horse.
Yeah.
It was a bit nervous up there. She's a big horse, isn't she?
She is enormous, but what a perk to be riding a horse on a day at work. Fantastic.
How was your day?
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Followed round by a strange film crew, but lots of fun.
Yeah. Well, we've got summer coming up around the corner, don't we?
Yeah. Oh, can't wait. Can't wait.
Plenty to be able to do.
Yeah, lovely. Really sunny, warm days, happy visitors in these glorious surroundings too. It's just ideal, isn't it? And of course, lots of events coming up too.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we'll have to find out what happens on the next episode, won't we?
Yeah, down at
Matlock Farm Park.